You ever had to go make an order for someone at a restaurant or like a fast food place? Like
What do you mean?
You ever had like an office or like friends or like, hey man, hey, if I give you some money, would you go up to Taco Bell?
Oh yeah,
And
I
then
fucking hate that. You know, like you ever had? Well, you don't work. You don't. You're just comedy for a living. But if you work in an office,
Yeah.
sometimes people will ask you that. They'll be like, "Oh, you're going to lunch? Will you stop somewhere and pick up food for me?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Are you fucking insane?
Yeah, no,
Like, are you like, how could you even ask someone that?
Yeah.
It's madness. I don't know.
no, yeah,
It makes me angry.
when I used to work certain jobs, they would do that. Like, and especially what was annoying was I remember I worked at retail, and we only had like 30-minute breaks. You know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, a 30-minute break. By the time you exhale from clocking out,
Yeah.
I mean, like, the break's over. It's fucking.
Yeah.
A 30-minute break is worse than no break, I think, because it's just a lot. I remember that working as like whatever, as a cashier or deli or whatever it be. Oh man, that would make me so mad. Or like, they would make you ask to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
You can't just, like, if you're like a cashier at Whole Foods, which is that's what I was.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and just leave.
Yeah.
Which is like what a normal job. Like, you just have autonomy over your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Not when you're working slave wages at a slave company.
It's insane that those jobs, they make so little money, because you're literally like working like every single second of your shift.
Yeah.
Whereas like most jobs you work in like bursts, or you're doing like more specialized things, but it's like the jobs that you work like menial tasks, like a cashier or whatever it may be, like
Yeah.
where you're working every single second of it, it's man, they should make like decent money,
Yeah.
Though all those supermarkets make so much money.
Yeah. All those businesses. One of the things though, one of the jobs I had like managers that would ask if I can go grab something while I'm out, and I'm like, I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna make it back in time for me to even eat my food.
Yeah.
So then what I would do is I got smart to it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go on lunch break, and I'm going across the street. And anyone that wants it needs to let me know. But if I'm going on there, you guys have to do something with my lunchtime.
Yeah.
Because like all my lunch break is going to be spent waiting in line.
Right,
So I got them. I got
yeah.
them to basically like do like a lunch hour for me.
Yeah.
know?
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, a lunch break is important, Also, yeah, but I don't like ordering anything, let alone for anyone else.
Yeah.
I can't I can't order off. I have trouble like ordering off like a fast food menu.
Yeah.
If I pull up to a fast food menu, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
On the board.
Yeah.
That I can't even. It's like I lose the ability to read, and it's like the board is like it might as well be a cyclone of color.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing. Like I can't order from Taco Bell. I can't order, and I always I don't know what that is. But I know that it's a shared thing because other people feel that way. It's like order anxiety or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I hate it, and I wish I had the ability to slow down.
No, I totally agree. Like, honestly, I don't. If it's just me ordering food, I go inside because I don't like being in line and not knowing what I want, and then there's a line building up behind me.
Yeah.
Or I feel like the cashier or the person at the drive-through window is being impatient.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I'm like, I just pulled up here, man. Like, you just assume that everyone that comes through this drive-through line just knows exactly 100% knows what they want. Then what's the fucking point of the pictures on the drive-through board? What's the point of that? It should be just a blank thing that says, you know what you want, order it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's I hate that. And then going back to the ordering for other people, I hate this. Like, so they send you on this. And when I used to work retail and I got sent on all these orders, this is before everyone had cell phones. So I would go and order food, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have this," and I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know what to do." Because so and so wanted this burrito and they're out of it or whatever, or they don't have cheese or some shit like that, and so I just wing it, and I know they're gonna like I'm gonna come back and they're like, What's this?" You know, and it's like, oh god damn it, you know,
Dude. So, I, you know how like they have those people where the people shop for you and you go pick it up.
Yeah.
Or like now, some grocery stores a lot more now are they'll offer like like the like Publix does it. You know, like you order on their app.
Yeah.
And then they'll bring it out to your car.
Yeah.
I hate it because they don't pay those people enough to do that much work, and like to bring it out. They bring it out to your car.
Yeah.
And that you like to sit there and they like pack it up and stuff. It's awful. I always get out and help them.
Yeah.
Because I just feel bad. But anyway, one time my wife will water them all the time because she doesn't feel any kind of remorse for stuff like that. She has English blood. She ordered it and I was going to pick it up. She texts me and says, they substituted, I asked for tortilla chips, and they substituted it, and they'll tell you, like, we substituted this for this.
Yeah.
They substituted quinoa chips, which is like a grain. It's like a healthy grain.
Yeah.
And Kelly was like, my wife was like, fuck no, I don't want quinoa chips. Tell them to switch it back, just any other kind of tortilla chip. So the little scraggly dirtbag looking kid comes walking out with a cart. And I pop out of my car, and I was like, hey, man, I go, they substituted quinoa chips for tortilla chips. I just want to go and switch those out. We don't want that. We want tortilla chips. And he had, like, a full meltdown.
What? Really?
Yeah, it was, like, I guess he was having a bad day or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, I hate this fucking job. I can't take this anymore. I can't do this job. And he was like, and I was like, calm down, dude, chill. It's all right. Like, relax. It's going to be all right. I was like, I'll pick it out. I'll do it. And I feel bad about it anyway and awkward, and I hate it anyway. And then this kid, like, lost it. And I was like, come on. Like, I was like, we'll just switch it out. And we go back in and we go to, like, customer service. And he's trying to explain the situation to, I guess, a manager.
Yeah.
And he's just getting all flustered and frustrated. And it was hilarious because I was like, I remember being like that young and not being able to, like, you don't have like control over your, I don't know, yourself.
Your emotions.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
You can't control your emotion. Yeah.
Dude, he was so bad. He was like, they said to substitute it with a kid. He was getting so bad. I was dying laughing. I was like, this is not a big... this is tortilla chips. And I go, it's not a big deal. I was dying laughing, but I hate that shit, man. They should...
It's like that with... I do DoorDash, and they send me to do, like, basically almost like shop mates or whatever, shipped or whatever. And that happens all the time. Like, I'll go to the store, and it would, like... Walgreens is like the worst because it's a drugstore. It's not a grocery store.
Yeah.
It's like just a
like
step
one
above.
sad grocery aisle.
Yeah, it's like one step above a convenience store, a little bodega.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so more than likely they're going to be out of something. And then my thing, what sucks is, it's like when they're out of something, I have to communicate with the customer, and it'd be like, hey, they're out of this. And then my thing is I also want to hurry up with the fucking order so I can do more orders and make more money.
Yeah.
And so some of these people are just drag their fucking feet.
Oh, yeah.
So what
Don't
I
respond,
do, they give you sometimes the option.
What is it, texting?
It's a texting thing.
Oh, man.
Or calling, but every time, a lot of them don't have it to where you can call them.
Yeah.
It would just go like, the number, it'd be like, this Verizon person or whatever, And so you know what? I've done this. I've been guilty of this before. I would just substitute it on my own and then drop it off. And then when you drop it off, it's like you get another order. It's like you no longer it's like a burner phone.
Oh,
it's like a burner phone. So it's like, well, I hope you like your 32 count instead of 16 count, mofo, Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I debated, I thought about it back and forth, what I would rather do, like Uber or like picking up food for people.
Yeah. Well, I want to do Uber, but my thing is like I just don't like the idea of like drunk people throwing up in my car.
I know, yeah, that's
You
right.
know?
I would like want to avoid drunk hours, but
Also now I've between shitty drivers and shit, like my car's kind of banged up now.
yeah,
It's got like a dent in the side, and like the fucking tent in the back windows all bubbled up now.
oh man,
And it's like, so I don't even know if that would even be an appetizing card for people to want to take. They're like, oh, and then they see me and then look at me and like, oh, I'm not making that alive in this vehicle. Yeah, dude.
God, yeah. Any kind of service job is rough, anything
Yeah.
where you have to serve people, because people could be really shitty, and
Yeah.
it sucks because it sucks how awesome things could be
Yeah.
and how many shitty people there are. And it seems so simple, it seems
Yeah.
like it should be so simple to everyone get along and like relax and chill out.
Yeah, I honestly though that's why, like, I know probably I could go back to those type of jobs and probably make a little bit more money in between gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't, like, okay, so like the whole asking for permission for the restroom. Like I used to work at a prominent theme park as security, and I used to work kiosks.
Yeah.
And when you're in the kiosk, you're there until your relief comes through. So if you have to go to the bathroom, you're fucked until your relief covers you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I used to work third shift, and I said fuck that. So I knew where the camera's at, and I would just take pisses off camera.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
I would go, yeah. I would. One time I was pissing, and I heard a thump, and I accidentally pissed on a wild rabbit. I was pissing on an animal. I was R. Kellying this fucking little cute rabbit. Yeah. And then another thing about those 30-minute breaks, or just breaks in general, it taught me like shitty eating habits.
Yeah.
Because like I would want to chill, but I would also want to eat food. So I would want to chill and like look at my phone or whatever. And I didn't want to like eat and then look at my phone, and I want to get the food out of the way and then go and just chill and just relax. So I learned how to fucking scarf down food like a hungry dog that's being fed kibble for the first time. I was like, just fucking swallow the food. And then it carried over. Like I remember going on a date one time, and the girl was like, "Oh my God, have you eaten today?"
You eat that fast.
And I'm like, "No, this is what I do. This is how I eat."
I know, yeah. I'm the same way. I eat like half my meals I eat over sink.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just like just for like efficiency.
yeah. A couple guys when I worked security were like, "Were you a Marine?" I was like, "No." Like, you eat like one. I was like, "Oh, I don't know if that's a compliment or not."
Funny.
You eat like a Marine. Oh, I eat like I'm about to die in a desert. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Speaking of dying and animals, what was the oldest pet you've ever had?
Oh, the first pet we adopted cats.
Uh-huh.
My sister got one, I got one, and then my parents got one. So we had 3 cats total.
Yeah.
Buddy, Snowball, and Buster, I want to say.
Okay. That's so funny about pet names, because like you had Buddy and Buster. Those are like very human.
I think
names.
his full name was Buddy System.
Buddy System. Jesus Christ! They're with that theory about the very realistic like human names. But that always fascinates me. It's like
Bandit. That's what it was.
Bandit.
Not Buster. Bandit.
Okay, so he had so you had two pets, 2 cats with like nicknames.
Bandit. Yeah.
So 2 pets with like nicknames like they were in a gang.
Yeah.
And then one was like Jonathan. That's so funny that you can name your pets that
This
way.
is my cat, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah,
JTT.
I've seen that. Like I one time ironically I had a bunny, and my ex was like, something's wrong with the bun, and I was like, what? And he couldn't like move his legs. Like his front legs were functional, and he's moving around, but the back legs just weren't moving. And I was like, is he fucking paralyzed? I got a Lieutenant Dan Bunny. Like what? So we took him we had to go to a specialist because normal vets only work on like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
So parrots, bunnies, any chinchillas. We had a chinchilla. We had to go take to a vet, like a specialized vet.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was like super expensive. And I was like, it's a fucking bunny. I'll just break its neck and we'll go get another one.
Yeah.
Like that was like my mindset.
Well, four keychains and call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make the money back, babe.
Wasn't that a morbid thing? Remember, you said
rabbit's foot, right?
A lucky rabbit's foot.
Yeah,
and it was just a foot on a keychain.
Yeah,
that's fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean, the Florida man version is like alligator feet on keychains.
Yeah.
That's like
it would be cool to be like a swamp person. You know, like you grew up in like the Florida swamps or like the bayou.
Dude, that's so funny you said that because one of my favorite TikTok accounts, and I think he's on Instagram and a YouTube as well, is I think his name is Garrett, and he is this guy that stomps around Florida Everglades barefooted, right? He's like, and it's so funny because he's like he looks like a college kid, some regular ass college. He's not like an old grizzled, fucking like redneck or anything. He's just like. He's like I'm in the Florida Everglades. And he's always in search of these boa constrictors. These like
anacondas.
No, he's done the Amazon looking for anacondas, but when he's in the Everglades, apparently these boas are invasive. And he basically he's like a wildlife specialist. So he goes and he captures and eliminates these invasive species of snakes and also like all these like geckos and stuff that are invasive. But it's so funny because he comes across alligators and because Florida has crocodiles too.
Yeah.
So he comes across these alligators and crocodiles and he calls them swamp puppies. He calls his bare feet swamp stompers. Like he has all these different nicknames for shit. And then another thing, he's known for booping like dangerous animals. Like once he was in the Amazon, and it was a fucking wandering spider, which is like a very very venomous. You ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
Yeah.
Okay. The arachnophobia is based off the wandering spider in the Amazon.
Oh.
It's super deadly. It's actually what they actually refer to as the banana spider.
Oh, okay.
The true banana spider. It's super venomous. And he's in the Amazon and he's like boop and he's booping a fucking wandering spider.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
what's his name?
I know his name is like Garrett.
Okay.
He's got a very mundane handle or whatever.
Oh.
But he's on TikTok and he's like I have to show you when we're done with this. But like it's fucking it's like a little baby alligators. He calls those geckos. Like, and then here's the crazy thing. He has a girlfriend. She's super hot, and she also does the same shit. So she's just going around like doing what he does. And it's like she does some of the same like nicknames for things, but she's also a little less over the top. She's like real chill, but it's this hot chick who's like fucking touching the snakes and gators. You know, coming across like copperheads, water moccasins and stuff.
Man,
it's crazy, man.
They gotta watch that Grizzly Man documentary.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah, when that dude got eaten alive by the bears.
Yeah.
Hey bear. Spitting out his ears.
As, what's his name? Werner Herzog. It's like, don't listen to that. Do not listen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I just I don't know, man. Like
I think it would be cool to be one of those people like you or like any kind of real like authentic niche culture.
Well, there's definitely
subculture.
There's definitely something to be said about the bravery of that world. You know,
they definitely seem a lot tougher than regular people.
I wish I had that. Like, there's times when I feel like I'm tough, and then I'll walk into a cobweb, and then that's it. It's done. Like, all my manhood is out the door.
Yeah.
I'll walk into a spider web between two bushes.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I turn into a fucking Boogaloo shrimp from Electric Tube Breaking Boogaloo. You know, just like I'm just like fucking breaking and stuff. Or the worst thing is I'm driving, and then you see a spider cross the windshield, and you're not sure if it's inside or outside.
Oh God!
And I've almost killed myself. I've almost fucking drove my car into a retention pond, because of fucking. Because I don't know. I'm like, is that a brown recluse? Those are deadly.
I know. Yeah. I had a crazy spider experience in Hawaii. I went to visit my friend in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And he was at the time. This was like 10 years ago. He was living in a studio. It's basically like a shed, but the roof of it was like a frame, like that. And then when it got to the wall, there was like a gap in between the roof and the wall. So you like go behind the wall, like into the whatever.
Oh shit.
Blah blah blah. So I'm staying there 2 weeks. I'm sleeping on the floor. And one night we're getting ready to go to bed. I'm laying on the floor, and he's about to turn the light out, and I see on the wall, like on the ceiling, but just above the wall, the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it was what's called a sugarcane spider.
Oh shit.
And I don't know. It's just it's like this big. Like,
Jesus
and I'm
Christ.
holding. It's like a dinner plate. If you need a visual. And I go. Like it looked fake, and I was just like, what what is that? And my buddy was like, oh, that's a sugarcane spider, and he got a jar.
Oh Jesus.
And he went to go catch it, and he went up and he climbed up like on a dresser or whatever.
Yeah.
And he went to put the jar over the spider, and he goes boop to get it, and the thing just moved down like into the wall.
Holy shit.
And he climbs back down and he goes, well, there's nothing I can do about it now. And he's just like, all right, good night. And he turns the light off, and I just laid on the ground, like, terrified, like, just, like, paralyzed with fear. And I was like, this thing's the size of a puppy. Like, it's fucking huge, and it's in here. And I was like, we need to burn this fucking place down.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
He was so casual about it. He was just like,
He's now hiding and angry.
Yeah.
at our presence.
You gotta Google sugarcane spider. It's
I don't know if I
amazing.
want to. I don't know if
it's so funny.
It might be one of those things.
It's hilariously big. Like it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, because that was another thing. That Garrett dude, he was in the Amazon, and they have the Goliath bird-eating spiders.
Oof.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, but
the
they
name
eat birds.
They actually eat birds.
Oh my god.
They're literally, like you were talking about, their size of dinner plates. Like they're routinely known to be at least 12 inches in diameter.
Oh wow.
That's a fucking spider, dude. That's.
I had like what is probably a scarring childhood memory.
Oh god.
When I was growing up in New York, we went to a
Now my leg is itching.
You know how like there's pet shops, but they'll be like exotic pet shops.
Oh yeah.
So there's one on Phillips Highway near my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had one of these in New York, and my family like went into it, I guess, just to like kill time or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're looking around, and there was an alligator, or a crocodile, I guess an alligator, or whatever, in a tank, and it was in like a big glass tank. I don't know how big it would be, but it was like enough to fit its body, but it wasn't much more. Like I feel like it was pretty captive in there.
Yeah.
And they put a live bird into the tank with the alligator. It was like a dove or a pigeon or something. I would guess a pigeon because a dove seems expensive.
Yeah.
And the fucking thing flopped around and ate and killed the bird, and it was just blood and feathers. Like splurting and against the glass, and the alligator's like, like wrestling in the thing. And I was a really little kid, and I remember my parents, or at least my mom, being like mad at the play. And they're like,
yeah.
I don't know what that was about, because I don't know, and I don't know how old I was.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, that would be like a huge problem, I would assume. But I have like a very like vivid memory of the the alligator's eye. I can remember like looking at it, looking at the eye. It's crazy.
Just like,
you want to hear what a city?
You're next, motherfucker.
You want to hear what a city sissy I am?
What was that?
My wife and I went to Clark's
Fish camp
before it closed.
Yeah.
A little while back, and you go in there, and this is for listeners. It's a local there was a local seafood place on the water,
Yeah.
and it had all this taxidermy in there.
The largest private the largest private collection public though. It was like
of taxidermy.
of taxidermy.
I believe
in,
it.
in
I
the
mean,
country, I think.
everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole building was covered in taxidermy.
Yeah.
And it's wild because it's like walking into like, it's just like all beasts and stuff. But dead center of the restaurant when you walk in is a big tank, but not that big.
Yeah.
And a pretty big alligator. And there was a live alligator in the middle of the tank.
Yeah.
And I'm such a fucking city idiot. I said to my wife, do they let this alligator out at night to like roam around? And I was like, does he get to? And she looked at me like, you fucking asshole. And it made me so sad. I was like, he just lives in there?
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't believe it.
You're largely unaware of how captivity works.
Yeah, no, I know. Like in captivity, put that on my list of things that upset me.
Yeah.
Captivity.
That's why the all the killer whales have the bent dorsal fin.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. I know.
Like,
I
that's when you know. Oh, cool! You can actually see depression in the other animals in the wild kingdom. You know.
If I wasn't so lazy, I'd probably be one of those like animal rights, like set the animals free people. I love animals that much, but I just have no motivation to like do anything about it.
The lazy philanthropist.
Yeah. I want to see them. I want to see good done.
I would love to, but I just can't get motivated.
It's hard to.
I got a business
You're
meeting
like,
at
tonight?
3. Yeah,
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, is this the only time that we could do it?
Yeah.
They'll not make it tomorrow.
They have to be set free tonight.
Yeah.
I was out last night.
Oh man, they got a new Hell's Kitchen on. I just can't. Yeah, have you seen Love on the Spectrum? They got a new episode just dropped. Get fucking.
Dude, Love on the Spectrum may be the best show on TV. Do you watch that?
I've seen an episode or two.
Oh, okay.
Or
clips or whatever.
Yeah.
It is very sweet and endearing. And then also like they name traits of autism and on the spectrum stuff.
Yeah.
And you watch it and you're like, I have that, I do that, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people say that, but it's true. So that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Love on the Spectrum in real life. It's called Two Open Micers Dating.
I know, yeah.
It's fucking.
Any comedians?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But they're not as sweet and endearing. They're assholes and they have a drug addiction.
Yeah, yeah. They're manipulative and
yeah,
suicidal.
I want to workshop with you. Sure you do. No, but I like it because I don't know where they find these particular autistic cats, but these are pure, wholesome. Just like you're like, man, this is a real
Win an
person.
all-star lineup tonight.
Oh, tonight?
That was a fun mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, open mics in general are just like an autism all-star lineup.
Yeah, the all-star game of TISM. Like who's our starter? I don't know. It's the kid that. The kid that won't stop making Auschwitz jokes,
He's the host.
Yeah. He's it's a. I don't know. It's between him and the yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, they should do other shows now about mental health and dating. Like bisexual, bipolar, or whatever. Like, fucking, yeah. Lesbians with Down syndrome. Like it's like. I don't know. That would be. I don't know. That would be. There would be some very conflicted, horny
Their
guys.
extra large tongues make them great lesbians.
Oh my god,
that's not nice.
That's the fucked up.
It's protruding tongue. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
God damn it! Now I can't get this mental image out of my head. Now I'm like, that.
Love on the Spectrum does a good job. It's one of the few shows where it's like, because all those shows are so exploitive.
Yeah.
Of whoever's on it, they just regular people, especially like you watch a lot of those reality shows. They're just like circus freaks, but that show is very sweet. My favorite guy is like he has blonde hair and he speaks really intensely.
Really?
And he's like, "We were going to the open mic and we're going to speak into a microphone, and we're going to talk we're going to go do a podcast."
Oh
in
my
the car."
god! So he's basically the adult version. You ever seen that viral clip that came out like a couple years ago where the kid goes, "Hey, we're here at the fair," and he goes, "Apparently, I've never been on television before." And apparently, and my grandpa, he watches the news and then he watches the Powerball, and apparently, and he kept seeing it. That's what it sounded like what you were saying.
It could be, yeah.
Oh shit! So that kid's got tism. Then he's got it fucking bad. Then
There's the tism to go around, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. Mental health is a funny thing because it's invisible largely.
Yeah.
Unless, like, you know, there's like sometimes you could see, you go, that guy.
Yeah.
But so I feel like a lot more people lie about it or like exaggerate it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is a shame because there's like it takes away from people who actually have problems, or I guess there's degrees of it. Like if there's a spectrum, maybe it's a wide range of.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times I think there's a lot of people that like say, "Oh, I'm autistic," to garner like sympathy from other people, or to now like, "Hey, I'm a part of a marginalized community."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's like that's
it's like a female comic saying she's bisexual.
Oh yeah, I mean it's there's a lot of people that like I feel like they lean into it because it's like now, you know, it almost feels like they give themselves carte blanche now to say or be however they want to, almost like rude.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like it was like that with before. It was like autism was like depression and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like anxiety, and it's like, oh, so you're just gonna be a dick. And you're gonna tell everyone you got this thing or whatever.
I know.
And it's like, I mean, that's not. I don't like that. What the fuck, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, things should be easier, you know.
Yeah.
In general, for all people. But I mean, you know, I don't know if people ruin it for themselves or other people ruin it for other people. I spend a lot of time by myself, and it's I feel like it is largely like, you know, the more variables you put into things, the more it's like I get a lot of good out of socializing. I feel I like it, and I like seeing certain people more than others. But yeah, it's rough. It's like.
Well, the only thing I hate about social situations. Well, I said that weird.
Yeah.
Social situations. Yeah. All the wallabies. All the wallabies. I hate all the
down home. Yeah. Down home, Marcus.
Yeah. Hey, mate. No, I just don't like when social situations. Sometimes you get pulled into social problems that are not yours. You get pulled into like drama and all this bullshit, man. It's like that's annoying. It's like,
or if you're trying to do a good deed and it ends up like kind of like that. If you get pulled into something more like
you're like, I'm just trying to do something nice, and they're like, "Oh, what's your intentions?" Like, go fuck yourself. I'll never do anything nice again. I hope you fucking burn in hell, you piece of shit. I was trying to do something sweet. You know, I have no ulterior motives. All right, sometimes people could just want to do something nice. You piece of shit. You know. All right, my bad. I went
something
off.
happened to Marcus.
Yeah. This is where Crespo unloads. Yeah, and I always find it funny though. People are like, you gotta watch your mental health. I'm like, I don't watch my regular health. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not taking care of my mind. I don't take care of my body. I'll just feed my brain Taco Bell like I do my regular body. Just get this loaded up with Baja Blast.
That's funny. Have you ever had? Is that what it is? Baja Blast? Is that the blue soda?
Yeah, the Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Oh god,
is that good?
I love it. It's a good soda.
Everyone said I always heard someone on some podcast or something talking about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? That's something I've never had. And,
Yeah.
you know what it is? I ate Taco Bell a lot growing up, like in high school,
Yeah.
and then, San Diego has really good like independent Mexican places.
Oh, you got real
so
Mexican food.
yeah, you kind of like Taco Bell's. You eat it like once in a really blue moon, like you're really craving it.
Yeah, I mean, having Taco Bell while living in San Diego would be like a girl fucking on nothing but giant cocks, and then, and then she enters a town full of guys with baby penises. It's like, What am I doing? This is a subpar product.
Or Sbarro in New York City,
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
or like Panda Express in like Little China. Like that's like, what the fuck? Why would I do that?
I loved. They had Jack in the Box out there, and they had 2 tacos for 99 cents. Was like on their value menu.
Yeah.
You know about Jack in the Box?
I know about it. I've never actually been there because it's an out west chain.
Yeah, it's not. Their commercials were always funny, but
yeah.
They had sliders once, and they had a commercial, and it was midgets riding
Jesus Christ
mini cows.
Oh my god.
and they were all singing like campfire songs and stuff.
That's so funny.
That's great.
By the way, you were at the mic today. You were talking about the micro wrestlers, and it's so funny.
Yeah,
and you said I look like a
big little brawlers.
I look like a micro wrestler manager.
Yeah,
and it's so funny because I actually follow that account on Instagram.
Do you know Little Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like you'd manage Little Show. Like
I've watched them so much that I know that about 6 months ago to a year, like they had one of their main guys die.
Oh,
and like I actually followed the micros. Yeah, because there's a one guy who's like there's a couple. There's one's like a really cute dwarf or whatever midget. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's dating or has a kid with that psycho guy. His name is Psycho.
Yeah, well, that's when they were on. That's when I was asked about would you ever have sex with a midget?
And honestly, absolutely, dude. Like,
well, that one has a cute face, but if you look at her legs look like deli meats, like wrapped in like string, like when she has like she's like a sausage. Sections, so she's got
legs that look like fucked up prosciutto.
Yeah. Like first time prosciutto stuff.
God damn.
Uneven sausage casing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like,
she's got boar's head back. Maybe got boar's head back. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that's a pretty fun. So I started watching that because I went on a cruise and the weather was really bad.
Yeah.
So and then Callie got sick. So a couple of the nights she just was wiped, so she would go to bed early, and I ended up watching TV, and they only had 3 channels. It was Food Network, Discovery, and one other one.
Oh, really?
So I ended up watching Discovery Channel a lot, and I think that's where it was on. But anyway, that was one of the shows I was on, was micro wrestling.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I got into it, so I finished watching it when I got back.
It's the ironic thing about it was I have a friend who books a room in like Central Florida.
Yeah.
And at his room tonight, he has a micro wrestling. It's not that group. It's another group called the Dwarfinators. But he has an event at his room right now, and I really considered going out there, but I'm like, I'm not driving out to Central Florida right now to go.
Oh my god.
Watch. And then I had the actual micros were in town. The people from that show.
Oh yeah.
They were in Jacksonville not too long ago.
I think someone posted. I think Travis
invited me. Yeah. Travis invited me. Yeah. He actually sent me just a video. I have to show you.
Oh, okay.
It's like a. And I think one of them's a tag team match that actually has that Psycho guy in it.
Okay, cool.
He showed me some clip. He showed me a clip of it. He's like, "Here you go. Since you couldn't be here, you sent that to me." and of course I masturbated to it. So it's just like
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. That was fucking stupid. Let's edit that out.
But I saw Travis bought a pizza from me the other night.
Yeah, he posted it. It looked good. Looked delicious.
Yeah, he came over with a lady.
He's been with her for a minute now, for at least 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she
didn't he wear? Well, no. Anyway, she's very nice. I only met her,
Yeah.
briefly, but they were both very nice.
Yeah, she's from Sarasota. That's when I met her. I actually
Oh,
drove
okay.
down there to do a show, and that was the first time I met her. Pretty cool.
I don't know if she ever had it before, but I think that was the first time Travis had burrata.
That a cheese?
Yeah, it's like like fresh mozzarella, but the middle is like soft. It's
Yeah.
like it's the same thing, but it's just not as firm yet.
Yeah.
So it's like like fresh.
It's like a softer cheese.
Yeah. So like fresh mozzarella ball, and you break it open, and it's all soft in the middle.
Yeah.
You can like spread it. It's delicious.
Also, this is probably because I've been in Florida for too long, born and raised, pretty much. You said a burrata, and all immediately thought it was a gun.
A burrata 8.
Yeah, burrata. Yeah, yeah.
A burrata 325.
You shoot it, and they turn to soft cheese.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know anything about guns. I only shot them a couple of times. I own. My wife owns a gun, and then I guess I would use that. Well, she has 2 guns, and I guess I would use that
You ever
if
shot
someone
one?
like. I've shot guns, yeah.
No, I've never shot a gun or nothing.
I've never shot a gun.
Dude,
ever?
my sister was in town,
Oh,
and
wow.
my sister's in the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
I can't say what she does. I probably
Okay.
shouldn't even said that.
Smuggle drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. My sister got caught by the Coast Guard, I should say. Yeah. No, my sister's she's in so she's weapons trained and everything. My brother, he's got kids, so and his wife grew up with a dad who is like he's like a gun collector.
Oh.
And then I was like, I don't need guns. I got fists that fucking of fury, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
You just shoot your hands off.
yeah, fucking Jason Pierre Paul, whatever the fireworks thing.
Yeah.
But so I was hanging out with both of them last weekend, and they were talking guns, and I had no idea what the fuck they're saying. Like I don't. It was literally like a foreign lange to me.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, you got the 35 millimeter, and I'm like, oh, now we're doing metric system shit. Like this is ridiculous. Yeah.
I've shot shotguns, and then 9 millimeters and AR-15, and then I went in Vegas. I shot an AK-47.
Goddamn.
And that was really cool because, well, it's really cool and it's also like insane because you shoot it and it's so powerful, and shoots so fast that my first thought was I can't believe people shoot these at each other.
Yeah.
Because it was so terrible. Like they told you, you have one clip and it was like $20.
Yeah.
And he said if you hold the trigger, he said you'll shoot all the bullets like, it'll be done. So he said you don't want to like waste your money like that. So he said do like little bursts, go like that.
Yeah.
And so he said shoot like 2 or 3 at a time, and yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. I still think about it every once in a while. Like I shot it. I went like 3 bullets, and my first thought was I can't believe war is like real. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't believe people shoot at each other. I can't it's wild, and it's so foreign. But yeah, I think guns. It's definitely like. If you learn how to take them apart and put them back together and like load them and unload them and everything, you get a better sense of it, and you understand that it's a tool.
Yeah.
So much like a hammer or like a nail gun or anything that you could still like kill someone with.
Yeah.
Like a gun on a table isn't gonna like jump up and shoot you on its own. But like you have to be extremely responsible with it, and that's where the problem lies,
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like having like no experience to having a friend who took me out, and I shot different guns and took them apart and learned about it. I felt like way different after that.
I might have to change the fact that I never shot a gun. I'm getting ready to do.
You want to go to a gun range sometime?
I would love to.
Yeah, we should go.
And then also I'm getting ready to do the show at the Sausage Castle.
Oh, cool.
And so Mike Busey, he has in his house, there's a wall. I mean, a huge wall. It's full of guns. He has
Oh,
a gun
wow.
range. I mean, he's got. I think he's even got like RPGs or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did a show in. There's a place called Lake Placid, Florida. It's between Orlando and Tampa, but like south. So it's like Lake Wales. It's just above Lake Wales.
Yeah.
And I did a show there, and there was this redneck dude. And mind you, I barely had cell phones connection at the where there's a civilization. But this guy said he lived in like outskirts of Lake Placid, and he goes, "Man, you should come to my place, man. I got grenades. I got
Grenades.
He's got fucking. He said grenades, RPGs. I got all kinds of shit. You want to blow shit up? Come to my place." And
my God.
I thought of the idea sounded cool, but then I was like, now I'm on his farm or fucking compound basically with this guy who's unhinged that has fucking
and then
weapons of
around
war.
Grenades. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
blow a leg off.
yeah. Next thing you know, he said something I don't agree with, and I can't leave. He's like, "You're not going anymore, boy."
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. And then he uses me as target practice. You know,
It's like
he starts unloading his Barada into me. You know, just
it's like that. Do you remember see the movie The Jackal with
oh yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis and
When
Jack
he
Black? Shoots
killed the
his arm
shit
off?
out of Jack Black.
Yeah, he shoots his arm off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's a fun scene.
And then he just unloads into him, into that car, blows up the car too, or something like
Yeah.
that. That was a cool gun.
Yeah, it was a big gun.
Yeah, it was like when they were like remote controlled.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It had
like
big-
a little
That was a cool movie. I
That-
shot a revolver and I shot a pistol. Like a revolver, like a Dirty Harry.
oh shit.
Revolver like that, and it's an awful experience because all the kickback is like you feel all the impact of the bullet and everything
In your hand?
Yeah, in your hand, so it hurts. Like I don't know if it was just my sissy city hands, but like I shot it, and I think it was a 45 revolver. It wasn't like I'm pretty sure it was 45, but I shot it and I put it down and I said, "Oh man, that was awesome." And I walked and I was just like, my hand was like stinging and like it hurt so bad. Whereas like a pistol, you shoot it and the impact pushes back that like little, the top part that people like go like, and it looks cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like when you just shoot it on its own, the impact of the bullet leaving pushes that back and loads the next bullet.
Yeah.
But by the impact pushing that thing back, it absorbs a lot of it, so you don't feel it in your hand as much.
Gotcha.
So to me, I was like, why would I was like, these aren't even comparison. But the guy was saying like a revolver won't jam, whereas like the pistol with more moving parts,
Yeah.
there's a chance it'll jam.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but like you can't feel your hand after you shoot the one.
Yeah.
So then it made me.
I would kill you, but my hand is numb.
My hand stings.
I'm not made for this. My moisturize.
But I'm thinking like cowboys shooting revolvers, riding horses, like one-handed and stuff. Like all that seems insane.
Well, probably. I mean, they're probably softened their hands over the years by riding the horses.
Yeah.
You know.
You're
Have you ever
You're
ever
saying
done
real cowboys from back in the day had tougher hands than current day me?
Yeah. That's so funny. Have you ever gone bull riding? Not like an actual bull, but like like the what do they call that? Mechanical bull. Have you done a mechanical?
Oh
bull before?
yeah.
you ever done that? Like I can see where those guys build their hands up, because
Yeah.
there's a way to hold it. You got to hold it like underhand,
Yeah, like
and
holy
then
shit,
and then like and it's all like forearm and bicep. I'm surprised those guys don't just get regular like bicep tears on a regular basis.
I know, or like rip their shoulder.
Yeah.
Rotator cuff. I went to a rodeo and I just can't relate to it. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me.
I'm not into rodeos. I'm into rodeo burgers, dude. That's what I'm
Oh
into.
yeah, fuck! I love a rodeo.
God
burger.
damn it, man. That's so weird. I couldn't. The same word couldn't cause me to like be more contrasting in my opinion of it. Like rodeo's like, all right, I guess,
Burger.
rodeo burger, like, oh fuck, I could taste that Southwestern barbecue sauce right now,
You know what I saw the other day on Reddit, and it was under the Reddit subreddit stupid food,
Yeah.
which is usually terrible stuff. But someone put an onion ring on a breakfast sandwich, and they cooked the egg in the onion ring in the pan, so it was like in there, on there, and then bacon and cheese. And everyone in the comments was like, "This is like revolutionary." And I agree. I think that would be delicious.
Yeah, especially if it's like a sweet onion.
One crispy onion ring.
Yeah.
With holding an egg.
Yeah.
On a sandwich. With the oh man, I was like, that sounds good.
I wonder what an onion ring with syrup tastes like.
It'll probably be good.
Damn. I'm getting hungry.
This should just be the podcast, just us naming foods and saying, I wonder what that's like.
Breathing heavy into the microphones, like some sleep apnea kicking in.
Breathing into
it's like,
I wonder if sausage would be good with frosting.
Oh, you ever crushed up Captain Crunch and like sprinkling all over your pasta? Like fucking. Yeah, you ever had Captain Crunch lasagna? Oh my god! If I was able to get hard, I'd be hard right now.
Do you ever fill bugles with chocolate syrup?
Oh my god! All right, now we're joking to the point where like some of it's starting to sound good.
You're like, take note. We gotta stop at a gas
We went
station.
from far fetched to like, all right. That sounds like
sounds
like an interesting Friday.
We're almost wrapped up here, but let's end it. Would you have any favorite strange food combinations that that people would not normally put together, but you could advise on?
Well, I grew up on one, and now I found out it's kind of like a poor person's staple.
Okay,
but it's bologna and syrup.
Oh, really?
Bologna and syrup,
like cooked bologna or raw?
Yeah,
bologna?
cooked bologna, and you cook it till it turns into a bowl.
Yeah,
and then you eat it with syrup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like I grew up eating that.
Fried bologna. I know
fried bologna
like a
with
popular
syrup.
Southern thing.
It is. It's a poor person thing for certain.
You got to do like a 1-inch cut to make it not bowl up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I never did fried bologna, but I've had smoked bologna, which was good.
Okay.
Like pit smoked bologna.
Also, I see a lot of people eat eggs with like ketchup.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but I have had eggs with barbecue sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I like, so in New York, if you go to a deli and you get an egg sandwich, they'll say salt, pepper, ketchup. Like, do you want salt, pepper, and ketchup on it?
Yeah.
And I think ketchup is more popular up there because maybe it's tomato based and it's like a bunch of Goombas. But when I went to college in North Carolina, they were all about hot sauce on eggs. They were like big Texas Pete on like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, yeah. You know? Depending where you go, anywhere in the South, there's gonna be pockets of people that like they love hot sauce and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I don't like ketchup. Ketchup feels like it feels like either like pasta sauce or barbecue sauce, but with no personality. That's what it feels like. It's like dating a hot woman who's just not very interesting. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
You have all the traits that I like, but you're also bland,
I know. I grew up loving it as a little kid, and then I drifted into other sauces. I got very much into like hot sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
But ketchup, yeah. I once in a while I'll enjoy it on a certain thing, and then something about it if it's like sitting out too long, the smell of it makes me nauseous. Like I don't know what it is.
It's probably all the vinegar. I'm not a big fan of like overly vinegared sauces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's another reason I don't like ketchup is like I can smell the vinegar in ketchup more than I can in like barbecue sauce.
It is very, very strong vinegar smell.
Yeah,
and a very like white, like clinical. I eat a lot of like balsamic vinegar.
Oh, okay.
But I could like drink that stuff. But white vinegars like taste like cleaning.
I'm so straight. I don't
cleaning fluid.
I'm so straight. I don't eat white sauces or balsamic vinegar just because it has the word balls in it.
Heyo.
Come on now.
It's not It's not. It's not fun to eat balls.
But it's cool to be foolish.
Goddamn ball.